Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time take a look at the 1992 Mitsubishi GTO. We've had a couple of twin turbo cars go around and they've been phenomenally quick. Now it's the turn of the normal GTO, naturally aspirated, and statistically it's not great. Four-wheel drive, 397 horsepower, good figure, but 1,468 kilos. This is a hefty boy. Yeah, don't expect twin turbo performance out of this. I hope it does well because I very much like the GTO and this one is in the best GTO colour for this first generation Fuji Blue, but I can't say I'm expecting much out of it, purely just performance wise. I don't know, it could really go, I don't know. Anyways, it's going to get 6 laps of the motorsports land track in order to the best time it possibly can. Current leader is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 5 RS, set time 27.806. While this is a fellow Mitsubishi, and if it was a 99 twin turbo model, I'd probably say, yeah, that's definitely possible. It isn't a 99 twin turbo model, it's a normal aspirated one, so I'm not expecting much. Nissan Fairlady Z naturally aspirated are probably the closest thing I can think of to these, because they're sort of similar in weight, similar in, well, actually identical power figures really, and they're not bad. 30.962 was the quickest one of those, so maybe somewhere in that region. I need to remember to change gear. I think on that Mercedes, which is what the quickest thing to go around in this session has been now, you can sort of see, wow, okay, good. We've destroyed the Fairlady. Yeah, you can see, compared to that giant Mercedes we had last time, like through Sector 1, this car is just as quick as that, but it's the Sector 2 is when it falls down. Also, that first gear is A, not long enough, and B, the car starts handling weird if you use first gear, so that's why I'm not using first gear for any of these runs. Yeah, that it actually has the polar opposite issue of that Mercedes. This could do with a little bit of that Mercedes' power, and the Mercedes could have done with a little bit of this car's stability, because the one thing driving this is doing is it makes you appreciate the twin turbo cars even more, because the twin turbo cars, they handle just like this, but of course they have the power and speed, whereas this obviously does not. It's nice to drive. You can feel the heft in it, I will be honest. I think it's just getting out of that corner. You can see how much lazier this is than that Mercedes at getting out of that corner. Yeah, it makes up all of its time on the first sector, and then by the second sector it does start falling away from that Merc, just purely based on how much straight line speed this has got. Because it's not quick. I think in a straight line drag race, the Fairlady would be a lot quicker than this is, if I'm being honest, but yeah, not bad. Well, actually, considering its size and weight, that's absolutely terrific, but it's just not, the straight line speed is just not there for it, unfortunately. But it has beaten the Fairlady, we will give it that. It has done quite well, to be honest, but just a hefty car. Hefty car. Do I think it could have gone quicker? I don't think so. I'll be honest, I don't really think it would have gone much quicker. You could feel we were very much reaching the limitations of it, and it's one of those cars where if this had 450 horsepower, under 20 club, no, under 30 club, no problem. Under 20, yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, it would have been under 30 club, no problem, with a bit more power, but you can see it there in the splits, you know, through the first part of this course, and admittedly, don't get me wrong, the E55, that lap did have a bit of a bum first sector on it, but even the best first sector in the E-Class, that's still 0.2 up on that, but it just loses the rest of the time through the lap. And you can see the difference between max speed in both cars. And bear in mind, you have to brake quite early in that E55 as well, so it is what it is. Anyways, a 30.504 will place this in to 56th place. It actually goes very fractionally slower than that E55 we had last time. It is 0.4 up on the quickest naturally aspirated Fairlady Z we've had. It's quicker than the 200 SX, so quicker than the NSX Type S. So in terms of Japanese sports cars, it's still quicker than almost all of them around this track, even though it is handicapped by being naturally aspirated. But obviously, compared to them, compared to, you know, the Imprezas and the Evos and the twin turbo cars, it's nowhere. I'll be curious to see. We've got a couple of these to come. There's like 4 of them in the game, and 2 of them are going to run racing mod, 2 of them aren't, and this is one of those. So maybe with racing mod, with a little bit more of the weight taken out of it, these cars could be quite impressive, but we'll see. They all, I think they make about the same power figures because they're all basically the same car. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.